Nerdy For, the podcast where we find out what people are nerdy for. On this episode, we have Caitlin Peluffo, y'all. She is so much fun. She's so warm. She's so funny. And she is legit, y'all. She's been on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Oh, she's a comedian. She is NBC's New York's Funniest 2016. I'm on her website here. It's just all these festivals, all these years. She's so funny. She was in town here in Atlanta to do the West Side Comedy Festival. She was one of the headliners. She killed. She got a standing ovation at the end of her show. Watching it was like watching a master tiger attack the audience. It's so much energy. It's so great. And in this episode, we talk about weddings, interior design, comedy. It was really fun. I loved having her. I hope you love having her too. We are here at Nerdy For, the podcast where we ask people what they're nerdy for. We are here with Caitlin Peluffo.
Hello, America.
Ooh, all of America's watching.
Yes.
Yay. And my phone is still on. Okay, Caitlin Peluffo.
That's me.
What are you nerdy for?
I'm nerdy for a lot of stuff. Sports mostly. Big nerd for women's U.S. soccer. I love the 49ers recently. What else do I love? Comedy. I'm nerdy for comedy.
Yay.
I will say. What else am I nerdy about? Jesus. You tell me. What am I nerdy about?
I've been listening to your podcast.
Great.
And
drinking?
Something about drinking.
Yeah.
Yes, you have a podcast, Good Time Gals. Good Time Gal.
Yes.
About drinking stories.
Yes.
I listened to it and I have two reactions, one or the other. I should never drink.
Yeah. I know.
Or I'm going to go drink right now.
Yeah. That's me too. And that's very bad for someone who's struggling with alcoholism. I literally go back and forth. I know.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes you talk to someone who's sober and you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad you're sober. Mm-hmm. You did it, Andy Haynes.
That's the one. That's the one.
That's the one where you're like, holy hell. But
he almost died
driving
like 5
now.
times. Yeah. And they're so happy and they don't seem sad. And then I tried not drinking during the pandemic and then after the pandemic. And then I'm like, oh, wait, we were just locked up for a long time.
Yeah. Go out and have a nice time.
I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
But it's eye-opening. And I haven't heard anyone talk about on there the books around women and drinking, like How to Quit Like a Woman. Have you read that one?
Oh, I haven't read that one. The one I started reading was Alan Carr's The Easy Way to Control Your Drinking.
That's how,
and
Nikki Glaser stopped drinking with that one and stopped smoking with that one.
Yeah, that one, I mean, it's a little too all or nothing for me. Mm-hmm. Because I talked to my therapist and she told me that I struggle with a all or nothing mentality. And so that can be very bad for your mental health if you're because I'd be one of those people who's like, one joke didn't work, I bombed, even though I had a very good set, and then it ruins my day. I'm one of those. Ooh. So the whole mentality of you can't drink at all. Yeah. Or I drink way too much to make up for it. I'm trying to find the middle ground.
Could just sort of drink a little bit and be satisfied.
Yeah, my therapist thinks something is making me anxious and that's why I'm drinking. And so we're figuring out if we can get rid of the anxiety, will I be drinking as much? And that is correct. That was the correct thing because I got less anxious and then I'm drinking less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's an A/B effect with alcohol. There's the relaxation part, and then all of the happy feelings you've had, your body has to swing the other way. Mm-hmm. And so you're going to have the anxiety and depression as well. So you're you feel good. You're if there's only one bin, and if you take some out, it's going to split. Yeah.
Yeah. The bin gets empty.
Do you, you're a workaholic,
yes.
I think. Okay. So
I am. How'd you know?
My mother-in-law
This is also therapy. Okay.
Sorry,
let's do it.
Amy's nerdy for diagnosing people.
I'm 46 years old. I've seen some shit.
Okay. Yeah. No, I believe it.
Powell, look at his face.
He coughs.
I went to this fancy spa with my mother-in-law where they help you kind of unplug and get into intuitive, all that stuff. And they said to have a picture of yourself as a child on wherever your work surface is. I have one right there. And so you can't do anything to yourself that you wouldn't do to that innocent child.
Jesus.
Right? Mic drop. It's
no masturbating, huh?
Oh, we know what the faucet.
We're having fun.
We're having a
The
good
tub
time.
faucet doesn't count. The tub faucet, that's consensual.
Okay. That's consensual.
Yeah.
Once again, Amy, I love that you constantly tell me, your producer, that you want to do a family-friendly podcast.
Oh, is this a family
It's
friendly?
impossible. I can't.
Amy never has stuck to that. Do not feel
Okay.
bad as the guest.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Good.
I did hear you say in one of your podcasts you're not supposed to swear in the first 7 minutes.
Oh, you can't curse in the first. I believe it's 15 to 30 seconds for
Oh.
YouTube for it to be monetized.
Well,
Yeah.
seconds. That we can do that.
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah. Seconds is
Oh,
fine.
that's better.
Yeah,
Okay.
but even if you can go like as long as you can without cursing, the better. Because
Yeah.
they only watch a certain amount of time, and then
the robots get tired.
yeah. And I believe 7 minutes is the max.
Okay.
So we're
That's
doing
cool.
great.
I'm really proud of us.
Yeah. We haven't cursed.
No,
That's literally
masturbation is not a
They're
curse.
listening to the sounds of words. I won't even try and make them because we're within
Yeah.
in the second 7 minutes. I'll
Yeah.
tell
I'll
you.
let you. I'll hold up my hand
Yeah,
and let
yeah.
you know it's a free for all now. We're
All
past
the
it.
K sounds.
Well, that makes actually is one of the questions I had for you too, as
Sure.
a comic who leans into dirty comedy. I do dirty comedy as well. I keep trying to do clean,
Yeah, it's tough.
and it's I have some material, and I
Yeah.
feel like a dork when I'm saying it.
Yeah.
And then when I do, either the audiences are totally on board for it, but I have had where if I do it too early in the set, or bless their hearts, I was in an audience and it turned out to be all these religious people.
Yeah.
They like came on a bus
Oh,
to a
boy.
brewery.
Yeah.
And I just talked about it's married people keeping things fresh, kind of
that's fun.
themes.
It sticks in the religion. It's marriage.
Right. And but I try to make I've had someone tell me I walk the line of naughty well, not nasty, like
Yeah.
naughty. So I try to encapsulate it in that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do a joke and it's bad or doesn't work in a room,
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad. When I do a dirty joke and it doesn't do well, I feel shame.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. My inclination is to double down. So if they don't like a dirty joke, I'm like, well, now you're getting one that's worse. So, and I do it until they love me. You know, I literally, I refuse to like conform, and especially to a crowd that paid to be there. It's like if you did any research, you would know this is what's going to happen.
This is
So I will
happening
double
to you
down.
now.
But if they don't know who I am, then maybe I'll try and like, I don't know. It depends. It depends on the show. But my inclination is always like, oh, you didn't like that? Well, here's one worse. Here's another one that's worse. But sometimes I get booked on clean only shows, and boy, oh boy, it's a lot of, well, what the heck? You know, like a lot of half jokes with a different punchline that's not as good. I
You
do both
opened-
of my late nights, but
Yeah, you did your late nights, and then you were on the road like doing clean during the pandemic, right?
yeah, I was opening for Brian Regan, which was, I will say, I only got it because I'm sleeping with the feature.
Heyo.
Yeah, my boyfriend Steve, he opens for Brian regularly, and when he went to doing shows in clubs, he usually does theaters, but during the pandemic he did clubs and he needed a host, and so I would literally do 5 minutes up top, 2 minutes in between Steve and Brian, and then I would do anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes after the show was over during the check spot.
Oh.
And I couldn't be dirty because his
Yeah.
crowd is
He's
and
so clean.
So
what's
clean.
that?
I was like, he's so clean. I remember him from like when I was a teenager, and he's
Squeaky.
He's
Yeah.
hilarious, but yeah, just like nothing dirty, no bad,
No
bad.
bodily functions, no politics, no sex, and no religion. And yeah,
I've got
so-
a joke about Jesus coming again.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah, coming.
It's
or
my closer.
coming? Okay.
Ay, Chihuahua.
Yeah. So it's always.
I like this. I want to embrace that idea of like, oh, you don't like me now? How do you like me now?
Well, the thing is, it's like all we're trying to do is find the people who relate to us.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you try and change yourself into something else, the people aren't going to be, you're not going to find your
it's
people.
not authentic.
So if you are your authentic self on stage, maybe you'll bomb, but there'll be like 6 people who are like, I thought you were awesome, and will follow you forever. So you got to play to who you want your audience to be.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm also at the part of my career where I'm trying to just get stage time. So
Yeah.
like, the
Yeah,
middle
yeah.
of a day for the Rotary Club.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I mean, it is important to have clean jokes just because it gets you more work. But you can still make clean jokes within your voice. But if there's like no holds bar, or if I'm doing a show that is like, do whatever you want, I'm going to do whatever I want. And you're either going to like it or you're not. I think 5 years ago I had a very different mentality, but now I'm like,
How long have you been doing it?
9.
Okay, so
9
5
years.
years ago, you would be more
Inclined
upset
to
or
change the way I act
right.
in order to make the crowd happy. And now I'm kind of like, no, this is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like there's a part of like, let's say like, oh, you got to find your voice. It takes 10 years to find your voice. And I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
So I just want everyone to
Same.
be happy and have some water in a nice, pretty glass.
Yeah, it's very pretty. Look at this. It's pink with little bubbles.
I have linen napkins I didn't get out that have my initials on them.
Wow, monogrammed. Good
Yeah.
for you.
Oh, yeah.
She got monogram
We
money.
are in Atlanta.
Okay.
We are in the South.
Is
I have
that-
a pinky ring on.
You have to have monogram stuff in the South? Is that a Southern thing?
To get respect, you do. I have just normal paper napkins. No one likes me.
As a single male, I'm proud of you. That's pretty good to even have napkins.
true.
I will say I'm
Not
at
just
least.
paper
toilet
towels
paper.
or toilet
I also have art up on my walls that I picked up and it's framed too. So
Okay.
not to brag here.
Well, here's the cliche. Do you have a headboard?
I do. I have a
Oh.
matching bedroom set, and I love and respect my girlfriend as a person. So
There we go.
shout out
Look at
to
that. He knows what a duvet is.
yeah, I do.
This is great.
Yeah. Do you do duvet with a cover?
We do duvet.
And you
cover.
put a cover on it? Because that's hard.
Yeah.
I've turned to quilts. Sorry, not to be weird and
Yeah.
changing the topic.
No, that's okay.
Because they go in the washer, and we have the dogs,
That's nice.
and they jump up, and it's too much feathers and hot when you're going through menopause.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I
can send you a link for the quilts when it's time.
Yeah, when it's quilt time. When your time comes.
Your Afghan and your
Yeah.
quilts will come in the same box.
Yeah, right now we're still rocking a Urban Outfitters duvet cover. So
Ooh.
yes. It's very, very juvenile, but it matches my accent wall that I painted.
Ah.
I did a geometric accent wall, and now I really regret it because I can't change my duvet cover now.
Because it matches.
Yeah.
Did you is it like blocks of color that you put lines on? Oh.
Yeah.
How many
It's-
margaritas did you drink while you're making it?
None. I did it during the day. It was fully conscious. I was like, this is going to happen. It's just too dark. It makes the room too dark. I should have picked lighter colors.
You live and you learn.
Yes.
It's oh my gosh, this is a metaphor for actually dirty comedy because if you're going to do color, you got to go all the way.
Yeah, I did. It was all or nothing, and I
Yeah.
really did too much. That's something I'm nerdy about. HGTV.
HGTV.
I love it. I watch all the shows.
I used to watch all of the shows. I finished them. So
Yeah,
I don't
I know, right?
When I was pregnant with my last baby, I finished all the shows. I didn't have to watch anymore. I love interior design. So Atlanta is a really cool place for interior design. As you've been in this neighborhood, there's like I have a Mediterranean house, and then we're next to a Center Hall Colonial. That's
Yeah.
next to a Tudor, and
Yeah.
then the pattern kind of repeats. Like there's a variety of house styles, and they were kind of just like it's Tudor-ish, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
someone in the 20s interpretation of what a Tudor house would be. So like the inside still have like the same niche for the 1920s, like telephone, like please hold the wire. Like,
Yeah.
but it's just fun to see those differences. And I think when they have new complexes, neighborhoods, all the houses look the same, and maybe there's 4 different colors that
Yeah.
they're picking.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
No. You want something old. Give me
Yeah.
some character.
And then what are your feelings about the metal mullions on windows? Like you can have white or you can have like the metal ones. See, that's what's really popular right now, and everyone's changing out their old windows to have like metal ones.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a fad.
Okay.
It makes me a little nervous.
You heard it here first.
It's a fad.
It's very expensive too.
Is it?
Those are really expensive windows, and and I have a lot of friends who have put them in. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
they're gonna
You can't beat the classics. Just go with the classics.
with the classics.
Just go with the classics.
Hardwood floors.
Light hardwood floors, dark hardwood floors. You're just going to see these is actually a good color. You go any darker than that, you're just going to see the dust all the
This
time.
is a custom mix.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet you it is.
I love it that you can hang in the
very-
design world. This is
Oh,
great. Do you know
thank
right
you.
now you are less than a mile from the Atlanta ADAC, the design center. It's
Yeah?
like 5 floors of fabric, wall covering, case
Really?
goods. I don't want to get you too excited. It's closed on the weekends.
Why does it close on the weekends?
Because no one needs to shop on the. It's for like the designers
for the
to
actual
go. If you ever
people.
want to go, and you come in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'll take you. You can stay in the guest house.
I would love to. Oh my God, that guest house! I'll stay there forever.
Powell works there.
That's where you work? Yeah, interior design boy, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a lesbian card.
What was
No,
that?
that's okay. He's been
Little
drinking.
lesbian card?
Hey, sorry, I was just saying that.
Okay, fair enough.
ADAC, Atlanta Decorative Arts Center.
Yeah, it's really fun. So in Atlanta too, it's one of the pretty. I've lived in Boulder, DC. I got my degree in DC and spent a lot of time at the design center there, the design center in Denver. I've been to the one in Chicago. And just like Atlanta's one of the prettiest. People spend money in the South on decorating, and they're not afraid of color.
Yeah.
They're very brave, and it's also kind of usually an homage to a classic thing. Like we'll still have fabric with pattern on it, and it's not like everything's beige.
Oh God,
and the metal.
that
and
always drives me nuts when you
terrazzo.
redo these kitchens and you look and you're just like, oh, it's white subway tile on a white countertop with white shaker cabinets. You're like, do you have a personality?
Right.
I don't think so. This looks like a hospital.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. Come on, but they're like, but we use brass pulls. Don't even try.
It's
Put
a
a little
raw
love
finish.
into it.
It's gonna age with time and have character.
Oh my God. It's just like, you don't have any character. You have nothing. You have no personality. It drives me nuts. I want a white kitchen. You just want a white world, you racist piece of shit.
How do you really feel?
I know. It just drives me crazy. I was like, you don't even have a soul. I hate it.
We lived in a modern house when we were in Boulder for 5 years. We wanted to try it on for size. And you can't even have a Christmas tree. It's not. You can't have a thing out of place. It looks.
Yeah.
I mean, I did have a Christmas tree because I'm not a monster.
Yeah, of course.
But it was. It was not fun to live in. And then you have all your whatever heirlooms, antiques, pictures of your grandparents. You can't put them out anywhere.
No, because it doesn't vibe.
doesn't vibe.
And then everything looks busy when you have the clean lines with not even handles. Everything, no matter what you do to it, it looks busy.
It looks
and you're just
busy.
like, well, why did I do this?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Look at this. You and me.
Let's start a business.
There's the
designing women.
I know.
Dirty women.
Dirty, disgusting women who haven't cursed yet. So thank you. 7
record.
minutes.
We're past 7. You can
Look
go
at
off now.
that. We're killing it. We're fucking nailing it.
There we go. Take that algorithm.
But yeah, no, what's her name? Egypt. They have the show on HGTV, Married to Real Estate. They're based out of Atlanta.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay,
and
I'll
her
look
name
her
is
up.
Egypt. And she's great because she's very much into the home equity side of things. So she's like, I'm not going to show you a house that you're not going to make money on. And so it's like, okay, that's
cool.
smart. But then she also uses color and she makes it fun and vibrant.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite ones to watch.
I'll watch that.
Yeah.
I liked $1 Million Decorator. I leaned
yeah?
into that back in the day.
$1 Million
I just
Decorator.
don't know how to watch television anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not on an app.
Yeah, I know. I did get the Magnolia Network. I pay the $4.99.
I thought they were bad for gay people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're bad. They're bad, even though half their employees are probably gay.
I was going to say, bite the hand.
I know. I think they're coming around though, because they have 5 kids. One of them's gonna be gay.
Chances are.
I mean,
Yeah.
But I mean, also, whatever. I shouldn't say that.
So if there's 5 people in this room, is somebody gay here?
Yeah, someone's for sure gay here.
It's 1 in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Ding. See, it works out every time.
He's just outed Powell. But yeah, even her designs, Chip and Joanna Gaines, even their designs at the end, I was like, it's all white. It's all plain. It's all
the same.
boring.
It's the same.
repeating.
She's putting her mark on your home.
Yes.
When I was working, I tried to get the personality of the people to come
Yeah.
out and then decorate based on what they're hoping to live in.
Yeah.
There's one thing that's cool about Atlanta. That we have house tours.
Really?
Okay, so people will open up their homes and you buy a ticket, and it's very voyeuristic, and you get to do 4 or 5 houses in one day, and you go and you tour it.
Oh
and
my God, this sounds amazing.
it's amazing. They'll do them in the spring. They'll do one in the spring, and then they also do one at Christmas time, and the houses are decorated for Christmas.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that wild? It's so much fun. And then they also have 2 different. They have Atlanta Home Magazine has a tour home for the holidays home.
Yeah.
And they get a huge mansion.
Uh-huh.
And different designers decorate each room.
Oh my God, I want to go to that.
It's decorated for Christmas. It's
oh my God.
Do you like Christmas?
I love Christmas.
Do you like decorating?
I love it.
You gotta come do
I mean,
it.
that sounds so cool.
You gotta-
It
it's
sounds
fun.
like right up my alley. That was made for me. I feel like.
We meet at my house first. We drink some champagne.
Yeah.
We have like little niblets, and then we go. We all pile in a car. Whoever, we usually have one friend who's sober at the time.
Yeah.
who drives us.
Okay.
Or I make my son drop us off.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you tour,
Yeah.
and then we come back and we drink some more. And we talk about what we liked and what we didn't like.
That's great.
And then-
That sounds so fun.
And sometimes we sing musicals at the end.
Okay, that might be too much. But no, I'm kidding. But what the house tours are they what like the
What
five
was-
collective
yeah.
houses?
All the money goes to charity.
Oh, nice.
So-
and are they houses like yours?
Yes.
Like with a
It's
history?
like in
oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm coming back to Atlanta. I've never heard of that before.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Yeah.
It stopped during the pandemic, but I still felt like. And I was a docent for one of them. Like,
Yeah.
I do have like people volunteer to like watch the space and make sure no one
Make
steals
sure no one
stuff.
steals anything or
'Cause there's a bunch
pisses
of-
on the rug that was, from the Von Traps.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Can't be having that.
No, that's
Yeah.
a German rug.
Although, I do have outdoor rugs because of my
Because people pee on them?
yes, the dogs and the children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's interior design. Powell, you're so silly. He's had a lot of vodka.
Yeah, good for
Hi,
you.
You're
Have
doing
the
great,
vodka.
buddy. You're
Whatever. Bobby's mad at me and I don't like it.
you stay in the corner, young man. Crisscross applesauce. Okay, so you're getting married. That was something I might. You sound super excited. I used to work in catering sales and weddings before I went to interior design school.
It's exhausting. I love my fiance or whatever the hell. I still call him my boyfriend.
I like boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll call him a boyfriend until we
forever.
actually tie the
Even
knot.
afterwards.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
He's my boy toy. But I mean, I love him. That's not the issue. It's literally planning a wedding. I thought it would be fun because I like to plan things and organize stuff. But this is when it's your money, it's a different ball game.
They start charging a lot extra when they hear the W word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think we're just going to have like a city hall and then a big party.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
just do this. So I film weddings a lot. Just if you're gonna do city hall, great, do that. Whatever venue you rent, do not say wedding. Say it's for a birthday party. Anything else, and no, like the price will drop.
Really?
If you tell them I'm booking this because this is our wedding reception, you will get charged a lot more because they know people pay it. So just be like, it's my birthday and my boyfriend has the same birthday. And then when you show up in a wedding dress, they'll just be like, what's this? Like, this is what I want to wear on my birthday.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
just
Maybe
lie.
we'll call it an anniversary.
Yeah, just lie. Yeah, just anything
Yeah,
like that. Just do
that might be
not,
good.
especially if you're not doing ceremony and reception, just lie to people and say you want a party. And
Yeah.
just be like, how much would it be to feed this many people and to
Yeah.
have an open bar for this long for my birthday,
Yeah.
or for an event, or
Yeah.
anniversary?
That
and then
might
have
be
your
what
birthday
we
be
do.
9/11. That'll
Yeah.
get us some savings.
I don't give a shit. Let's do it. You think I care?
Never forget my wedding,
No. Yeah, never. Hashtag never forget. My anniversary.
my anniversary.
Are you thinking San Diego or New York or?
New York.
Yeah,
we want to
all
do
your
it in New
friends are
York.
there.
He's from Syracuse.
Yeah.
And I've lived in New York for 13 years. And
You live to tell the tale.
I live to tell the tale. And then the only people who are in San Francisco are my immediate family. And so everybody else is kind of scattered about. So it's like, well, it's New York is the most central.
It's a direct flight.
And it's a direct flight. And my grandma said she'll come. So fucking here
how
we
old
go,
is Grandma?
96.
Is she in a wheelchair?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, she's got a walker, but she's
gonna
doing
cut
great.
a rug.
Yeah.
Oh, my grandma had a walker, and then she could put a glass of Chardonnay inside of it, like it had a holster for her Chardonnay.
Oh yeah, my grandma, she'll walk it around and then she'll put her mimosa there and just kind of here we go. Yeah, Jane knows how to
it.
party.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then I heard you got a house. Oh, I want to just circle back to the drinking thing.
Oh, sure,
'Cause
yeah.
you said you had never had a martini.
No, I've never had a martini. It makes me nervous because it feels like it's gonna be just lighter fluid.
It is. It is. You gotta give you a lot of ice. But,
Yeah.
And you can't drink vodka, right? Or so you'd have to have a gin.
I would have a
martini.
gin martini because I love Negronis, so I can see myself doing a gin martini. because
Okay.
I already like the taste of that. But vodka, the first year of college when I first started drinking, I had all of the vodka.
All the vodka.
So I only like vodka if it's like infused with like berries. Give me the sweet treat. I love a sweet cocktail.
Okay. Well, I'm on martini watch, so
Yeah.
whenever you have your gin martini,
Yeah?
let me know.
Okay.
Because I had my sister-in-law came for Thanksgiving,
Uh-huh.
and she had never had a martini.
Yeah.
And so I made her the gin, the dirty, the vodka, the twist. I made her all these little martinis.
Oh, wow.
She had a sip of all of them, and she's like, I cannot. Like, these
Yeah.
are awful. And I'm like, oh, you're not an alcoholic then. Never mind.
Yeah. It's like, it's one of those things. Well, I haven't been drinking because I've been doing this diet. And it's been about a month since I've had a drink or even smoked weed or anything. And I feel great. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. We're not supposed to put poison in our
I know.
body.
It's like, oh, it really is just poison. Okay,
Yeah.
who would have thought? But I'm like, I wonder how long, if I'm going to keep it going,
Right,
Because I
'cause
feel
you-
great. I don't think about it. I'm not, like, when I saw those drinks downstairs, I was like, I don't need that. I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, uh-oh. Is Fun Caitlin done? Oh, no.
The craving loop has been cut.
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of wild. And I think it was the sugar and then the anxiety and what to do with my hands and feeling uncomfortable in my own skin. And now I'm like, well, I've literally had 0 vices for the last month and I'm
I
fine.
feel amazing.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of comics in Atlanta who are in a weight loss challenge together.
Oh, those are scary.
And it's happening right now. And one of them is just like, I just feel so good.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
I'm sleeping great.
Yeah.
I'm not self-doubting anymore. He's just kind of like, just
It's
like
wild. I'm
jogging
dreaming
through-
again.
And I'm like drinking a beer in front of him. I'm like, awesome.
yeah. You're like, I'm drinking.
I'm
a loaf of bread.
bloating and I'm not going to sleep well. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Then there was, I've listened to your podcast a lot. You got a cleaning lady.
I did get a
It's a game changer.
She's amazing. She's amazing. We haven't been able to have her for the past 2 months because she got surgery.
Oh, no.
And so she's fine. She's doing great. She's thriving. Okay.
Should I send
Christelle.
a get well note?
Yeah, I mean, I messaged her and I was like, can you come in next week? And then she didn't respond. And I was like, do you hate us? And she was like, no, I'm just in surgery, you
Too
fucking
many cats.
psycho. And I was like, oh, okay. But it's amazing. The first time I came home and I saw that everything was cleaned, I was just like, Steve, we're not living another day without this woman in our lives. We bought the vacuum that she likes.
Yes.
So
Oh,
that
yeah.
she could use it. We're like,
Yeah.
we got a new vacuum. Do you want to come back? Oh my God. I love it so much.
It's really good for relationships too.
Yes. I don't
our-
resent Steve for leaving his shit everywhere.
Yes, and the vice versa for me because
Yes.
I'm the slob and my husband's
You're the slob?
my husband's tidy.
Yeah.
He's a physicist. They don't give plutonium to people who can't find their keys.
Yeah.
So it's a game changer. We have our cleaning lady do our laundry.
Really?
That's the next level.
Wow. How often does she come in?
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
We have 2 boys though.
That's incredible. Oh no, this isn't a judgy thing. This
Yeah.
is good for you. You've made it.
I'm just painting a picture
Yeah.
as ghost of your future.
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? If this is my future. Oh
Yeah.
my God. That would be
Sell out some stadiums.
Yeah,
I'll take you
I
to the design center.
Okay, great. Yeah, stadium. Yeah. Wait till you come to this show. I think about 12 tickets are sold. So, stadium, here I come.
Next step.
Yeah. Moving on up.
Yeah. We're gonna get the word out.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll let them know.
All the dirty birds need to come.
yeah. Disgusting, dirty
Yeah.
birds.
But yeah, I love the cleaning lady does our laundry, and I then don't feel like I'm infantilizing my husband by washing his clothes.
Yes.
And like, here's your underpants, little man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like he can just be this like adult man that
Yeah.
I'm in love with.
We send out our laundry. So we
Oh,
drop it
perfect.
off. Yeah. We drop it off. We have someone, a stranger, fold our laundry and then give it back to us.
They sniff it for him.
I mean, go ahead. If you're cleaning my laundry, you can sniff whatever you want. You also have free reign to take whatever money is in the pockets.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
If I didn't clear it out, that's my bad. That's your tip. Okay.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do the final round, and then I think we have
Oh.
to go.
Okay. Final round. Be up. There we go.
This is like to see maybe how nerdy you are. Okay.
Let's go.
Have you ever owned or ridden upon a unicycle?
No.
All right.
I have done one of those simulators for surfing where you go on it and you kind of rock back and forth.
Oh.
You don't go anywhere, but you stay put, but I fell off of it and have not been back on since.
It sounds like it's a workout for your legs.
Yes, it is.
They have
It's
like those vibrating things now. Like people who live
Yes.
in places where you go skiing have to get on those to get their
Yes.
knees tight.
It's very good for your inner thigh muscles.
Oh.
Yes, because I had injuries at playing soccer.
Oh.
And so to strengthen, I would have to stand on a wobbly block in order to strengthen my groin.
The good thing's firing, right?
Yeah.
Woodwind instrument. Have you ever owned or played it?
No, I played piano.
Oh, I have one.
I know.
Oh.
I can't remember a single thing. Otherwise, I would have tried to show off a little bit, but I cannot.
I have a piano and I can't read music or
Oh.
play the piano. That's for funsies.
Yeah.
Do you have a Death Star Lego?
No, I don't. I actually just put out a clip where I severely made fun of a guy with a Death Star.
We have the Millennium
jacket.
Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen all the movies. I do enjoy Star Wars. But there is a line where you are too into Star Wars,
Yeah.
you know? But
Yeah.
honestly, God bless. When I was little, I wrote a letter to Skywalker. What's his name? Not Skywalker. Luke, whatever.
You remember the actor that plays Luke
No,
Skywalker?
no, the guy who does
made
the
it.
movies.
Oh, you're talking about George Lucas.
George
Thank
Lucas.
you.
Lucas. So I was Lucas.
Yeah.
Okay. I wrote a letter to him being like, "Can I be in your movies?"
Oh,
I know. I was like 8 years old.
See, with that kind of gumption, you are going to need draperies soon. You're gonna do it. You're gonna be selling out
Did
stadiums.
you get in?
No,
Oh.
they sent me a card and just said, usually our extras have agents and managers. And I was like, I don't know what an agent or a manager is. I'm 8.
Okay, a soldering iron.
I have soldered. I do not own one.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
A cape.
A cape. I do have a cape. I have a cape because I was, what's her name from the Addams Family, the mother? Morticia. And so I bought a cape and then I was like, this is kind of fire.
It's a cape.
I'm gonna be honest,
Now I
Amy.
have it.
I'm amazed of how many of the guests have said yes
Yeah.
to either owning or having worn capes before. It's a
Yeah.
lot more than I thought. I think
Yeah.
it's
They're
It's
fun.
everybody.
It's everyone so far.
Yeah. They're great.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
very, love them.
Have you ever owned or held a ferret?
No. No.
you had
what about
boyfriends.
I did have boyfriends. What about a chinchilla?
That counts.
Yeah, I've held one of those. They're fucking nasty.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're
Have you,
awful.
okay, do you know like in South America they have guinea pigs that live in the house and then they eat them? Is it chinchillas? There's guinea pigs and where I was in Ecuador.
They eat the.
Yeah, they're like fun and friendly and like little like portable hot water bottles and then they have a festival and they eat them.
Oh Jesus!
Wait, so it's like a tradition to like you have them as like a pet for a while, then you kill and eat them? That's
Yes.
wild.
I think that's like actually all of farming before.
I was like, isn't that just what we do with cows?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wilbur. There's a whole
Yeah.
book about it.
Okay, yeah. Do you have a Harry Potter wand?
I do have a Harry Potter one. Do I? No, I don't. But I love Harry Potter books. I loved them. And so when I was in LA, I went to Harry Potter World with my boyfriend and I borrowed the wand from my friend Irene too, who's also a comic. And I just didn't have $75 to spend on the wand. So she let me borrow hers and I went to every single one, pushed the little children aside and was like, let me outside. Oh, I loved it. It was so much fun. I should have worn my cape.
Perfect place for a cape. Next time.
Missed opportunity.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh, have you ever had an aquarium?
Yes.
A terrarium?
No.
Okay. Do you know how to use a ham radio?
No.
It's like Morse code.
But I've seen I have a lot of family members who have them.
They're keeping the network alive for the
Yeah.
days.
Pretty much. I have some friends who are my age who have ham radios. And I'm like, you're crazy. And now the world's falling apart. And I was like, maybe you're onto something.
Have you been to band camp?
No, I've been to soccer camp, though.
That sounds cool. That
It's
sounds that. Oh, okay.
They're like recruiting camps. So you go from the age of 13 until 17 to see if you can get recruited by college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Oh, well.
Well, it did, but not in the way. It doesn't matter. Keep going.
Have you ever framed a puzzle?
I have not framed one. I've Mod Podged them because my mother liked it. And then,
Did you give it to your mother?
yes.
Okay, that counts. That's fine. That's fine. You didn't put it on
I
your
didn't put it
wall.
up on my wall, no.
Okay.
I always think that's lame. I always crunch them back up again and give them away so that someone else will have them.
That's nice.
I just did one because I can't drink in Wisconsin. I was just headlining Comedy on State, and I went home and in my hotel room, I did a puzzle by myself so that I wouldn't feel tempted to go and drink, but then I never felt tempted to go and drink.
Oh,
But I just did this puzzle. I did a
puzzle.
500-piece puzzle in 24 hours.
good for you.
Thank you so much.
Kept your hands busy.
I did.
Yeah.
I stayed up way
What
too
was-
late doing a fucking puzzle.
What was the puzzle of?
It was of
question.
inspirational women.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you save it? I'll take it.
Oh, I gave it to the comedy green room.
For the other the next sober comic coming
Yeah,
to
yeah.
town.
I was like,
who's
if you
white
need
knuckling
this,
it.
go ahead.
Did
Yeah.
you draw yourself into it when you were done though? You're like, "Hey, here's a little inspirational woman.
Put myself
on here."
right next to Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Oh, was it pictures or was it drawings?
They were
Was it-
drawings.
Was it like Susan B. Anthony in there?
It was, no, they were all very, like Beyonce was in it. It was very woke. Like
Oh,
Beyonce,
okay.
Kamala Harris,
Florence Nightingale?
Stacey Abrams.
Harriet Tubman?
No, Harriet Tubman. It was all women in the 19th century or
Okay.
20th century.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have,
Michelle Obama. Lady Gaga was in there.
oh, she's
Wild.
she's
Yeah.
authentic.
She-
Okay.
She's some.
A wedding at Disney. Yay or nay?
No.
Thank you. Okay, have you ever you said the word huzzah?
Huzzah. Yeah. I texted a lot.
Oh, you do?
I text. I'm a big huzzah texter.
Is it because of going to the fairs, or is it from the TV
the fairs? What's the fairs?
Renaissance fairs?
Okay, gotta say, not from that.
Oh, where do you get it from?
From just being fun.
Oh, maybe you're
That's it.
reincarnated from medieval times.
Maybe I was a big drinker. I drank a lot of mead. Back in the day.
Yeah, with your corset on.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
But whenever someone gets something, I'm like, huzzah! That's great. You
It's
know.
also the TV show on Hulu that made it popular. Catherine the Great. They say it in there a lot.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Is
It's
it good?
super cute. Yeah, it's funny.
Cute.
It's
Okay,
funny.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. Have you ever made your own clothes?
Made my own clothes. I did once in high school. I made a skirt.
Oh,
Yeah, it was too long and difficult, and it ended up costing the same amount of money.
yeah.
So I stopped.
Fabric is expensive.
Yeah.
Have you ever written fan fiction?
No. I had to think about it. No, I used to write poetry.
Oh,
It
that's
was
romantic. Was it about soccer?
No, it was about love lost. I had all these. I was a big kid, and I had all these 100%. I had all of these crushes on guys, you know. But I like lived the Lizzie McGuire life, you know, or the Taylor Swift. Like I really related to those two characters.
The longing.
Yes, the longing and just creating this world around these men and all
hard
these boys.
crush.
Yeah, hard crush.
So it's such a good pastime. I miss having crushes because then you thought about that. You didn't have to listen to podcasts. You
Yeah.
could just think about your crush and then
Yeah.
drive by their house.
Yeah, but they would never want me back because I was always bigger than them. So it creates this complex in your brain that every hot guy is just like, he would never like me. And then you're like, no, Caitlin, you're fucking hot. Come on.
Yeah.
But now it's too late.
You gotta be nice. It's like the young picture of you. You gotta be nice to yourself.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah.
I was fucking rad. Whenever I get sad, I think about myself at the age of like 10 and being like, if you found out what you were doing today, you'd be stoked, you know?
I just looked at my clock and we have to get you to the festival. Or
Oh,
else
great.
I will be in trouble because the producers are staying here.
Okay.
I'll just do one more question.
Yeah. Pick your favorite.
Have you ever had a birthday party for a pet
No.
or dressed a pet in a costume?
Yes.
Okay, please tell.
I have a hairless cat. His name is Benny. He's a sweet baby angel. I'm allergic to cats. And so we have this dinosaur onesie. And we put him in and he just kind of walks around. And then we put sweaters on him all the time because he gets so cold.
Because he doesn't have any clothes.
He doesn't have any clothes. He doesn't have any
God
fur.
took his fur.
And then one time when we dressed up as Morticia at the Addams Family, we had our other cat, Bowie, be the lion. And so we put a lion head on her, and she was like, "Absolutely not!" And she shook it off in a second. And so we have one picture of her
She
being
takes
like,
after
"What
you."
the fuck is this shit?" And then she took it away. Yeah,
That cat takes after you.
she's a bitch. Yeah,
and just knows what she wants.
she's withholding.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
like,
never mind. That's
"You
not
can
you.
pet me if you come over here." And then I come over here, and she's like, "No, I'm done." And then she'll run away.
And then she just bite you.
Sometimes she does.
Cats scare me because they're like, they like it and then they don't.
Yeah, they change. Yeah, they're real bipolar pieces of shit.
Amen.
I love them.
Can I suggest a dog.
And we don't have time for a dog.
This is true. Y'all
Yeah.
travel a lot. All right.
Yeah. Although Carter is an angel. Carter!
He's in my son's bedroom. We'll get him out so you can say goodbye to him. Thank you, Caitlin Peluffo, for being on our show, Nerdy 4.
I
love you.
I love you too.
Do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, my podcast, Good Time Gal. I have a bunch of dates coming up. Follow me on Instagram, Caitlin Peluffo, at Caitlin Peluffo, Caitlin with a C, because I'm not a loser. I'm just kidding. But yeah, my link tree is all my dates. I'm going everywhere. So come see me live. And if you're in New York City, come see me at the Cellar.
Yes, please. You're a force of nature.
Thank you.
Treat yourself.
This was fun.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.